Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shashank Ranjan, and I welcome you all to a daily current affairs show brought to you by National Defense Institute. NDI is a leading defense preparation institute of India that prepares you for all India Sainik School Entrance Examination, NDA, CDS, CKPF, AFCAT, till the SSB, where we believe in holding your hand till you get those stars on your shoulder and emblem on your hat. Ladies and gentlemen, today's current affairs is brought to you from our website www.nationaldefenseinstitute.in for 22nd January. Let us begin. The first news article that we have is Amar Jawan Jyoti. Government has put out the eternal flame of Amar Jawan Jyoti underneath the India Gate and merged it with one instituted at National War Memorial in 2019, a few hundred meters away. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Amar Jawan Jyoti, as the word suggests, Amar Jawan Jyoti is like the uh, eternal torch. It's like basically it never gets put off. So since the last 50 years, uh, the Amar Jawan Jyoti was kept on burning, and this year has been put off. So basically, you cannot say that it has been put off. How it happens is like, for example, Olympics is there, right? So the Olympics, the torch, it keeps burning every time whenever the Olympics is held in any country, then the fire is taken from this, and then this fire is merged with the fire of the country wherever the Olympics is going to held. And after this fire is successfully merged here, then this particular fire is put off. Okay, so the original fire is put off. So you can say that the fire is transferred from one a torch to another torch. So the same thing has happened here. The eternal flame of Amar Jawan Jyoti, which was underneath the India Gate. So India Gate is also known as the War Memorial, right? Because there were there are names of our soldiers written who had given their life. Okay, during the 1948 war, 1962, 65, 71, 99. So all of them, their names are written here on the India Gate. But recently in the year 2019, the National War Memorial was inaugurated. Okay, so National War Memorial is only it's a place that is made only for the uh, name of the sacrifice, that for everyone who has given sacrifice for this nation. So this is such a huge big area, and you will find so many names engraved with under different regiments. So if you get a chance, please do visit there. So that now, since name of all the soldiers are present there in the National War Memorial, so it was the idea of the government to take the flame from India Gate and transfer it to National War Memorial, where it will live and keep on burning till the eternal. Okay, so that's the logic behind it. Alright. The eternal flame at Amar Jawan Jyoti underneath the India Gate in central Delhi was an iconic symbol of national tribute to soldiers who have died for the country in various war and conflicts since independence. Established in the year 1972, it was to mark India's victory over Pakistan in 1971 war, which resulted in the creation of Bangladesh. The then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi had inaugurated it on the Republic Day 1972 after the India defeat Pakistan in December 1971. The key element of Amar Jawan Jyoti included a black marble plinth, a cenotaph, which acted as a tomb of the unknown soldier. So there are, I hope you know that whenever there is a war, there are two things that happens. One is either they they are like, the soldiers, they get martyred. So the name of those who have sacrificed their life, that comes. So first, the person who sacrificed their life. Second are the POWs, that is prisoner of wars. Okay, and next is MIA, that is missing in action. Okay, so there are three categories of soldiers every time wherever there is a war. One are those who have sacrificed their life. Second are those who are prisoner of war, POWs, and next is MIA, that is missing in action. So those who are missing in action, for them, there's a black color. This where's the word? It resulted in creation of Bangladesh. And the after the key element of, yeah. So it included a black marble plinth, a cenotaph. So a black marble plinth, a cenotaph, what was acting as a tomb of those unknown soldiers. So those who are missing in action. Okay, the plinth had an inverted L1A1 self-loading rifle with bayonet on the top, of which was a soldier's war helmet. Okay. The installation had four urns on it with four burners. On normal days, one of the four burners were kept alive, but on important days like Republic Day, all four burners were lit. These burners were what is called as the eternal flames, and it was never allowed to be extinguished. For 50 years, the eternal flame had been burning underneath India Gate without being without being extinguished. Uh, but on Friday, the flame was finally put off as it was merged with another eternal flame at National War Memorial. Since 1972, when it was inaugurated, it used to be kept alive with the help of cylinders of LPG gas. One cylinder could keep one burner alive for a day and a half. Okay. In 2006, that was changed. Through a project that cost 6 lakh, the fuel for the flame was changed from LPG to piped natural gas or PNG. It is through this piped gas that the marking the tribute to the Indian soldier had been kept eternally. Okay, so now the flame was burning through PNG gas instead of LPG. Okay, next is inheritance. So see, when it was LPG, then in that case, every day the cylinder has to be changed. It's a manual task. It had this risk of getting, extinguished, right? But now when the PNG started, then the regular supply of gas will always be there, and thereby the chances of getting extinguished will also be less. Correct. And that was taking place at this point of time. Now it has been transferred to National War Memorial. Okay, fine. Next is inheritance. Supreme Court ruled that the property of man who had died without executing a will and is survived only by a daughter will devolve upon the daughter and not others, such as his brothers. Okay. So the judgment said that which on appeal against the Madras High Court verdict dealt with the property rights of the Hindu women and widows under the Hindu Succession Act. The daughter's right to inheritance had always been disputed in the countries despite law stipulating so. It said that the right of a widow or a daughter to inherit the self-acquired property or self-received in partition of the co co-passionary properties of a Hindu male dying interstate is well recognized under the old customary Hindu law. The court discussed that the Metakashra law and looked into the into among others to Vyastya Chandrika, a digest of the Hindu law by Shyamacharan Sarkar Vidyabhushan, which quoted that the Brihaspati as saying the wife is pronounced successor to the wealth of her husband, and in her default, the daughter. As a son, so does the daughter of a man proceed from his several limbs. How then should any other person be take her father's wealth? All right. All right. So the court discussed that there are various Hindu laws, right? And whenever there's any court case that goes to our courts, it always sees that, okay, whether that's mentioned somewhere in the religious text, because although we have a constitution, but then uh, our constitution is secular. Yes, we are secular, but then it is important to understand that the definition of secularism in India is different from how is it in Western countries. In Western countries, secularism says that the it says that the religion and the other stuff are two different things. That is, church is to be separated from the politics. Okay. In India, it is not like that. Church is not separated from the politics. In India, the the religion is a part of politics. It is not separated from politics. It's there in politics, but with a good intervention. I mean, there is always an intervention of the state when it comes to religious affairs. Okay, there will be an intervention. There is an intervention. It is not independent. There is an intervention of a state in wherever the religion is there. Therefore, and there is always a positive intervention. This is important to understand. And therefore, whenever any case comes in front of court, it always sees the religion angle of it. It sees that the greater cultural perspective of the people must not get hurt. Okay, so because everyone believe in what their God said, correct? Therefore, when the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court, was giving its verdict, it went through the court discussed the Mitakashara law, and it also looked into, among others, to Vyavast Chandrika, okay, which was a digest of Hindu law by Sham Charan Shankar Vidyabhushan. This person had quoted that Brihaspati uh, uh, was saying that a wife is to be pronounced as successor of the wealth of her husband. So whenever the husband dies, the successor of his wealth would be his wife, and after his wife is dead, then in her default, the daughter. Okay, so the daughter gets the property. Okay, so Supreme Court also noted that the book quoted Manu as saying, "Son of a man is even as himself, and the daughter is equal to the son." Okay, so son of a man is even as himself, and the daughter is equal to the son. Okay, so a Manu says that uh, uh, son of a man is like the man himself. He is equivalent to that man, and the daughter is equivalent to the son. This is what. So it's like all are equal, basically. How then can any other inherit his property, notwithstanding the survival of her who is, as it were, himself? Okay. Therefore, Manu had said that son is equal to that man, and daughter is equal to the son. Then in that case, if she is alive, okay, then in that case, how could anyone else inherit the property? That's not correct, right? So all these are given in Hindu text, and therefore the daughters have equal right and property, okay, as the sons have. All right, let's move to the next news. It is National Single Window System. The Minister of Commerce and Industries, Piyush Goyal, had said simply had said that simplicity of operations and transparency should be the focus of the National Single Window System (NSWS). The digital platform of NSWS facilitates the investors to identify and apply for the approvals. It supports the information across 32 central ministries, departments, and platforms, has 14 state on board, namely the Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Goa, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand. The process for inclusion of 6 more states is in progress. The Know Your Approvals KYA service is live on NSWS with 544 approvals across 32 central ministries departments. A total of 3,259 approvals are listed. The first approval through NSWS portal has been granted on 11 January 2022 to MSCMR Kataria Recycling Private Limited to the Vehicle Scrappage Facility RVSF, Kheda, Gujarat, with a capacity of 67,000 vehicles. Let's move to the next news article, that is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. In order to commemorate the 125th birth anniversary of the great freedom fighter Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and as a part of a year-long celebration, the government has decided to install a grand statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose at the India Gate. The statue is made of granite, shall be a fitting tribute to the immense contribution of Netaji in our freedom struggle and would be a symbol of country's indebtedness to him. Till the work for the statue is completed, a hologram statue of Netaji will be present at the same place. Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi will unveil the hologram statue of Netaji at India Gate on 23rd January 2022. The hologram statue will be powered by 30,000 lumens of 4K projectors. The invisible, high-grain, 90% transparent holographic screen has been erected in such a way so that it is not visible to the visitors. The 3D image of Netaji will be projected on it to create the effect of hologram. The size of the hologram statue is 28 feet in height and 6 feet in width. Subhash Chandra Bose Abda Prabandhan Puraskar. During the program, the Prime Minister will also confer the Subhash Chandra Bose Aapda Prabandhan Puraskar. Aapda Prabandhan means disaster management. Okay. So Subhash Chandra Bose Disaster Management Award for the year 2019, 20, 21, 22 in the in the investor ceremony. A total of 7 awards will be presented during the ceremony. Union government has instituted the National Subhash Chandra Apta Prabandhan Puraskar to recognize and honor the invaluable contribution of the selfless services rendered by the individuals and organizations in India in the field of disaster management. The award is announced every year on 23rd of January. The award carries a cash prize of 51 lakh and a certificate in case of an institution and a rupees 5 lakh and a certificate in case of an individual. All right, let's move to the next. That is the Online Storage Management OSM. A Department of Food and Public Distribution under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, with its principal agency, FCI, has developed a roadmap to roll out the online storage management in the country, OSM. The OSM envisages putting in place a single storage of information for the food grains stored in the country for the central pool through integrating the state portals with the central portal. The OSM will develop an ecosystem to storage management applications across the DCP states, uh, each being capable of capturing the minimum storage specification MSS. These MSS, which have been identified through the intense and elaborate discussions with the concerned states and and FCI are the capability to compute the storage capacity, depict storage point-wise stock position, stake-wise, truck-wise linkage, and quality parameters. This would help in route optimization for distribution as well. Benefits. The exercise expected to be completed on March 2022 will improve the efficiency and transparency in stocking, storing, movement, and distribution of food grains. It will help in driving down cost of the food storage and distribution by checking the leakages in the entire process. It also enables the government with readily available information for both monitoring and fast-paced decision making to benefit the stakeholder, especially the PDS consumer, whose welfare is priority of the government. Okay, next is the fourth Asia Ministerial Conference on the tiger conservation. The Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Bhupender Yadav, delivers the India's statement at the fourth Asia Ministerial Conference on the tiger conservation, an important event for reviewing the progress towards the global tiger recovery program and commitment to tiger conservation. The government of Malaysia and the Global Tiger Forum. So Global Tiger Forum is the world's largest tiger forum. Okay, and there are I think there are 14 countries where the tigers are present. So it's the forum of all those countries. The thing is that all these countries have almost are present here in the South Asia and Southeast Asia. Okay, including Russia. But most of the countries are present here. And so Global Tiger Forum organized the fourth Asia Ministerial Conference on the Tiger Conservation. India is one of the founding members of the Intergovernmental Platform of the Tiger Range countries, the Global Tiger Forum. He appreciated the effort of the government of Malaysia in creating a role model for mitigation measures with respect to the linear infrastructure in the tiger habitat in form of the central spine and landscape level planning. The minister said that India will facilitate the tiger range countries towards finalization of the New Delhi Declaration for the Global Tiger Summit to be held at Vladivostok, Russia later this year. A pre-tiger summit meeting was held at New Delhi in 2010, wherein the draft declaration on the tiger conservation for the Global Tiger Summit was finalized. India has achieved the remarkable feat of doubling the tiger population in 2018 itself, a 4 year ahead of targeted year 2022. He informed that the model of success of India's tiger governance is now being replicated to other wildlife like the lion, dolphin, leopard, snow leopard, and other small wild cats, while the country is on threshold of introducing cheetah in its historical range. The budgetary allocation of the tiger conservation has increased from rupees 185 crore in 2014 to rupees 300 crore in 2022, and informed that the 14 tiger reserves in India have already been awarded with the international CATS accreditation, and uh, efforts are on to bring more tiger reserves under CATS accreditation. All right, let's move to the next, that is solar rooftop scheme. The Union Minister of Power and New Renewable Energy, Sri R.K. Singh, reviewed the progress of the rooftop scheme on the 19th of January 2022. After the review of the minister gave directions for simplifying the rooftop scheme so that the people are able to access it easily. He has directed that henceforth it will not be necessary for any household to get the rooftop installed at any of the listed vendors. The household may also install the rooftop by themselves to get the rooftop installed by any vendor of their choice and inform the distribution company about the installation along with a photograph of the system that has been installed. The intimation of DISCOM of the installation of the rooftop can be given either in material form through a letter or application or on designated website which has been set up by every DISCOM and by Government of India for the rooftop scheme. The distribution company will ensure that the net metering will be provided within 15 days of the information being received. The subsidy to be given by the Government of India, which is 40% for the rooftop up to 3 kilowatt capacity and 20% beyond 10 kilowatt, will be credited to the account of the housekeeper by the DISCOM within 30 days of installation. Let's move to the next, that is the Behtar e-Hukumat Kashmir Alamiya. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I was speaking on mute. Behtar e-Hukumat Kashmir Alamiya. The Union Home and Cooperation Minister Amit Shah will release the District Good Governance Index for 20 districts of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir on January 22nd, 2022. It will be released in a function organized jointly by the Department of Administrative Reform and Public Grievances, Government of India, and Jammu and Kashmir Institution of Management, Public Administration and Rural Development in association with Center for Good Governance, Hyderabad. The District Good Governance Index of Jammu and Kashmir was prepared by DARPG in collaboration with the Government of Jammu and Kashmir in pursuance of the announcements made in Behtar Hukumat in Kashmir Alamiya. The um, resolution adopted on 2nd July 2021 in the Regional Conference of a replication of good governance practices held in Srinagar. The exercise on formulation of the District Good Governance Index was set in motion in July 2021, which now has been completed, and Jammu and Kashmir will become the first union territory in country to have good governance index. During the occasion, a presentation on formulation of the District Good Governance Index will be made by the Center for the Good Governance, Hyderabad. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, see, each and every state, most of the state has a good governance index. The good governance index basically tries to infuse a kind of a competition uh, among the districts within that state, where the state ranks each and every district according to the good governance. Whichever district has the best governance, where the people are getting best of the government facilities, easy to avail facilities, all kind of facilities, doctors and all, everything they're getting in a better way, that state gets the top rank. All right, so this is what happens. That's the basically the good governance index. Okay, now let's move to the next news article.